The Great Wall of China, built over the course of 1,000 years, still stretching almost 4,000 miles. You may climb to its peak, but know that the slope is steep. The climb far higher than you expect. You may reach the top, but only if you are prepared for the struggle. Only if you keep your eyes straight ahead and climb one step at a time. And so it is bringing football to China. Welcome to Climbing the Wall, American football in China. Inside the Capital Sports Arena in Beijing, the capital of the People's Republic of China, where a near sellout crowd is expected for this first ever professional football game in China. We're here to cover it all and also to tell you the exciting story of how this came about. I'm Lou Tilley. I'll be your host, but with me, a very special team of broadcasters and reporters. Let's meet them right now.
Hey Lou, here we go. Just moments before the game, this historical event. You can feel the electricity in the air, and the players are so fired up. They were just out here moments ago, and they told me, be prepared for a great one. I think this one is going to be action from start to finish, and these players know that this is history, but it's also more than just a game. It's about these fans. They have had the chance this whole week to bond with these fans, and they want to put on the show for them, and I think they will. I'm excited. The fans are excited. The players are excited. Let's make history.
Tom Goodhine's down on the sideline, hoping to bring a little bit of different perspective of arena football. Lou, I'm your guy. You need a little rules explained to you? We'll figure them all out for you.
These are all-stars from the American Indoor Football League, led by their Western coach, Kevin Guy, of the champion Arizona Rattlers, 2 times running. And his young quarterback, the MVP of the 2012 Arena Bowl, Nick Davila, will be at quarterback. And his counterpart from the East, from the Philadelphia Soul coach Clint Dozell, himself an AFL Hall of Famer as a quarterback, with a young protege in Dan Rattlebach. As for our team of reporters, I'm pleased to introduce Randy Miller, an accomplished print journalist out of the Philadelphia area, who will be taking us outside of the arena and around this beautiful city with his special Miller Time reports. And Courtney Bailey, who will be along the sidelines and working the arena as well, to tell us all about the AFL China project. When I come right back, though, one of the best analysts in all of football. From our AFL China studios, I'll be joined by Ron Jaworski. We'll be right back. Football in China is brought to you by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. By Judge China, providing human capital solutions around the world. And by Lai Mao, China's premier liquor. You know, Katarina Waters, Ricky's wife, is a former cheerleader with the San Francisco 49ers. She's been working with the cheerleaders. And she said, keep it basic.
Yeah.
Always have your pom-poms ready to go.
Have your pom-poms ready, huh? Well, they look like a classy group. Well, what do we have here?
A little westernization of football has come to China.
Where's the security?
Huh?
I didn't touch the football. Don't hurt me.
No.
Don't hurt me is what he's saying.
Well, at least they haven't heard of streaking in China yet.
I guess now he was fully clothed.
Well, he wanted a souvenir, and he left without one.
Yeah, he wanted that football.
But he came prepared to be apprehended, I noticed. He had his backpack on.
Yes.
Just in case he needed
run him
his
into
toothbrush.
the street.
Well, that was fun. And we're back underway from Beijing now. We're in the final minutes of play. And Nick Davila and his West offense, he's brought some teams from far behind, but this time down 23 points with 1 minute to go. This would be something. Davila to the air, quickly, looking long, trying to get it all, and gets part of it back that quickly, Baldy.
Scott Carr gets into the end zone. One shot, one play, and that will start the comeback. I mean, they need a bunch more of that for it to occur, but I think Nick will like that throw of his.
Scott Carr, and a nice bit of sportsmanship from Kevin Guy, the Arizona Rattlers coach. Scott has been playing in a pro league, outdoor league in Hawaii, and we picked him up when we needed some help last week in Hawaii.
He's a ringer, huh?
He made the trip to Hawaii, and here he is, or rather to China, and here he is on national TV picking up a touchdown.
One catch and 36 yards later is in the end zone. Not bad.
That is not bad at all, and it cuts it down to 69-52, and it looks like Davila in the West will go for 2 again. They need all the points they can get. And there is a lot of time left in the arena game. An onside kick, and you only have to go 25 yards, 30 yards or so to get back into the end zone. Davila needs this.
under some pressure, into the end zone, knocked away at the last second by Larico Stevenson of the Philadelphia Soul.
Well, here's the touchdown throw to Carr. Beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. And Davila, probably his best deep throw of the afternoon.
But what a thrill that must be for Scott Carr, really.
Oh, no question. I mean, this wasn't supposed to be planned, right?
Takes it all the way into the end zone. They fail on the two-point conversion, 69-52. The touchdown from Davila, the incompletion on the two-point attempt. And so you would think that maybe they would try the onside kick or just kick it away at this point. Let's see what happens. He kicks it deep. And so the East, barring a turnover here, will get the ball back. And that's Larico Stevenson of the Philadelphia Soul on the return and holds on to the football. So Rodabaugh and the East offense will bring it out with a chance to ice this one.
Well, you would think that's what they would do. They would just try to milk as much time off this clock, let it run out, be content with winning the first ever arena game in mainland China. Quite a something I think everybody would love to put on their resume.
69-52, and this just puts the exclamation point on a great couple of weeks for all these young men and the organizations behind this. I want to mention AFL China, President David New, Ken Bozarth, Peter Fong, all part of Marty Judge's staff. My Gang from Lou Tilley Media, Ganland Media, and Chris Lee and Justin Lee and Hong Gong and Susan and Nancy and Lisa and all the young people in the Ganland office in Beijing, where I've spent so much time in the last 7 months.
Well, I mean, it's always a cast, right? To do anything like this, it's a big production, Lou. So you need a lot of help from a lot of people. It's never, ever just one person.
So the clock continues to roll. Good sportsmanship here. 69-52. Also want to thank all my gang at Lou Tilley Media. There were 5 of our crews working throughout the arena today, but more than that, Baldy, as you can see from our content that we showed, we've been over here for 6 or 7 months now, kind of documenting the entire trip, climbing the wall to bring football to China.
I like the title, Climbing the Wall.
Indeed, indeed. And it's been a good, steady climb, but a long way to go. We keep climbing that hill. And that's going to do it. The first ever professional football game in the history of China goes into the books as a win by the East All-Stars. Clint Dozel's team winning it 69-52.
Quite a day for Clint Dozel and the East team here as they hold on to a victory, and a day I think all these players will remember.
Let's go down to Ricky Waters on the field.
Lou, I tell you what an exciting game. History in the making, a great crowd, great fans. They were in it from the beginning. This was awesome. There were no losers here today. I really believe that. The West, you have to give your hats off to Schmidt. He played exceptional football game today. But at the end of the day, it was the East that wanted it a little bit more. They did a little bit more when it counted, and you have to take your hat off. Also, to my man B-Rob, to have a running back be the MVP, that's what it's all about for me, an ex-running back. You know I love that, Lou.
Lou Tilley, Brian Baldinger. Baldy, what do you take out of this first ever game in China?
Well, I always think of football, I think of passing. And today I thought it was like an exhibition of the passing academy. Like they were throwing it and catching it. And I think that's what people want to see when they come and watch it for the first time. They want to see those big throws and catches, and we saw a lot of them today.
They loved it, even when the ball was in the air without being caught.
That happened a few times.
And Baldy, one more look to the field, and a very surprised Brian Robinson. Yeah, he's just been named MVP. That's what that says in Mandarin. Number 12, Brian Robinson, has been named the most valuable player of the first ever professional football game in the history of China. And look, he'll be bringing some special hardware back to Dover, Delaware, his hometown, and to the Philadelphia Soul, his home team. And who knows, maybe he'll be suiting up again on this turf in China someday soon when the professional league comes around. And that's the representative from the Beijing Cultural and Friendship Society. And here's another trophy, another piece of hardware. This one will go to Clint Dozel as the champions, the winners, the East All-Stars, winning the game here on the field today, the first ever in China. And Dan Rodabaugh says, yeah, baby. And I'm sure, not unlike the Stanley Cup, that may make the rounds. Rico Stevenson, the rest of the East squad. They have some toasts with that before they head on back across the Pacific Ocean and back to the United States after a very special day and a very special week here in China. Marty Judge and the officials handing out some commemorative medals that everyone will cherish for the first game ever played here in China. Phil Bogle, one of the assistant coaches, who is the assistant coach for Clint Dolzell, back with the Philadelphia Soul. We mentioned him earlier in the broadcast, and he did a great job with these linemen. David Wu, president of Ganlan Media, and some of the other Chinese government officials who were so instrumental in this happening. Let's go over to Ricky Waters one more time, standing by with the MVP of this game, Brian Robinson.
D-Rob, how does it feel to be named MVP of the very first pro football game ever played in China?
Tell you what, it's an honor and a privilege. I thank Marty, Gang, Mr. Wu, the Republic of China. I thank everybody for this opportunity. Special, it means a lot to me, man. I'll cherish this. I'll tell it to my kids. And hey, man, it was fun playing in front of the crowd. I'll tell you that.
And also, it was fun seeing the things that you would do after you score your touchdown.
Yeah, man.
Where do you get all that from? You get that from your kids?
Oh, man, I was just thinking it up as I went, man. I told myself I was going to hit a snowflake because they said they get like 2 days of snow here. I figured I'd do a snowflake. Then the dragon was a representation of them. You know, it's a representative of their culture. And then the last one was just a little ooh kill him for my man on YouTube, man. I was just having fun.
Everyone having fun, and nothing would be complete in China without the ceremonial exchange of commemorative gifts. The Beijing Friendship and Cultural Society, the Beijing Sports Commission, David Wu, and Marty Judge, the big two, bringing football to China. And that says it all. Now, for all of our friends at AFL China, Ganlan Media International, and Lou Tilley Media, and BTV, my name is Lou Tilley. For Brian Baldinger and all of us, we thank you for joining us from Beijing. For more information, go to afl-china.com. This has been a production of Ganlan Media and AFL China and produced by Lou Tilley Media. We thank you for joining us.